Let's welcome Joey Rockenstein!
Thank you. Yes, it is true, Gregg, everyone. I know one of the girls who banged Tiger Woods. Yes, I'm pretty excited about that. All right, yeah. And for that bang, she got $150,000 from Us Weekly. $150,000! How do you declare that on your taxes? She's sitting with her accountant. Okay, let's see. In the month of December, you worked less hours at your waitressing job, yet you made $150,000 more. Okay? Oh, you qualify for the Starfucker exemption. Let's see some receipts. Before I got here tonight, I was at a restaurant, and I overheard this lady who was sitting at the table next to me, and she tells her server, I'm allergic to the following: chicken, fish, beef, black pepper, butter, garlic, lettuce, and peanuts. What would you recommend? I recommend you get back in your mother's womb and finish cooking. You're not done, freak. What do I recommend? Water, all right? Get back in your bubble. Last night, my buddy met this girl, and I think he was gonna hook up with her, so today, I texted him, and he texted me back, and I'm like, hey, did you hook up with her? And he texted me back, he's like, dude, watch what you say. She's right here. I didn't know I was on speaker text. Like, sorry about the caps. And I have the iPhone, and I gotta say this, the iPhone is awesome for apps. Crappy for phone. Okay? And seriously, the iPhone needs a phone app, right? And it's the worst in my apartment. So I called up tech support for them to help me out, and they're like, well, what kind of building do you live in? I'm like, an apartment building? I'm like, oh, well, sometimes your phone will not receive optimal reception if you live in a building made of wood, metal, or stone. I'm like, great, so I gotta be homeless. So I text a lot, and actually the other night, I texted my girlfriend, and as we all know, for those of us who have an iPhone, it also uses predictive text, and predictive text is supposed to make texting faster, right? By predicting what you'll say next. Like I was saying, I texted my girlfriend the other night, and I said, I left the key under the mat. Predictive text switched the word key with the word Jew. And my girlfriend's Jewish. AT&T is anti-Semitic. I have a 6-year-old nephew, and being the good uncle, I decided that I would take my 6-year-old nephew and 3 of his buddies to go see that movie, The Princess and the Frog. Okay? Yeah, because I woke up that morning and I said, gee, what can I do to fill my day with more headache, frustration, and germs? Kids matinee movie. If you've ever been to a kid's movie, guys, with a kid, right? You know already, okay? Because kids don't watch movies. Kids talk non-stop during these movies, all right? It's like me, my 6-year-old nephew, and his 3 6-year-old friends talked so much during this movie, the black family behind us left. It's like, what the fuck? I'm gonna have to call you back. The black guy in the cast loves that joke. And the movies now, everything is vampires. It's Vampire Nation going on around here. And TV shows too. I mean, come on, it's the Twilight movies, the Vampire Diaries, Desperate Vampire Wives. I mean, it's nuts, all right? And here's what I think about that. Vampires have become the biggest pussies, okay? They're super fast, they can fly, they are indestructible. Edward in Twilight drives a Volvo. An undead guy skirting around town in a car with a 5-star crash safety rating? Yeah, a vampire's top priority is collision survival. Right? And it seems like ever since Tom Cruise played a vampire, all they do is complain. It's like, oh, I'm so alone. Nobody understands me. Blood makes me bloated. Like, shut up, all right? Every girl wants you, okay? And if you're that desperate, get with your other vampire friends and get on some kind of vampire social networking site like, V-Date, Fangster. Fill out your freaking turn-ons, like darkness, necks, spooning in my coffin, and your turn-offs. Sunrise, crucifixes, and the movie Twilight. You guys are fun. This is an awesome show, too. I mean, I love this show, and I love this time of year. The one thing I don't like is when I go home, I have to go to church, because I'm Catholic. And, yeah, it's funny already, I know. I grew up Catholic, and here's what I hate the most about it, is going to confession, okay? Because for me, I never confess what I'm supposed to in the first place, and now I've lied to a priest, all right? So what they need is something that's going to make confession a little bit easier for all of us. And guys, tonight, I have the answer to all of our prayers. Introducing to you, Confession Phone. And here's how it works. You've sinned, grab your phone, dial 1-800-CONFESS, but if you're like me, a good Catholic, you program your phone with voice activation.
Say the name.
God.
Calling.
Jehovah.
Oh, this is it. Yeah. Sweet, one ring. All right.
Hello, sinner.
That's me.
And thank you for calling Confession Phone. $1.95 a minute service, revolutionizing the Catholic industry. Brought to you by the Vatican, your local church, and THX. THX. God is listening.
George Lucas is God.
Using your touch-tone phone, enter the first 3 letters of the sin you wish to confess now.
Simple.
You have selected cheating.
Ah.
If you cheated with a stranger, press 1.
Nah.
If you cheated with a coworker, press 2.
Nah.
If you cheated with a relative, press 3. You have selected relative. Ew. It's now time to be absolved of your sins and let the healing begin.
It's about time.
For your penance, press the pound sign.
Huh, I feel better already.
You are required to say 4 Hail Marys and 7 Our Fathers.
That's a lot.
Congratulations! You have been absolved.
Oh, finally.
Today's absolution has earned you 5,000 frequent center points.
Yes.
Visit confessionphone.com and
write that
enter in
down.
the keyword
Purgatory.
to redeem your Pope Benedict bobblehead.
All right.
Collect all 5.
I already have 2.
Thank you for calling Confession Phone. When you sin, you win.
Oh, thank you. And thank you guys. Good night.